put the play in this week. We saw other teams having success, and they thought I could get the job done, and I just try to reward them for having faith in me.
Can you describe how the block unfolded?
We have been practicing through the week. I was getting different looks, and Lake Paul, I didn't know how that linebacker was going to attack, but when I got up to him, he was like kind of hesitant, so I just tried to block him and get to him before Miles got to me.
What are you seeing from Miles as far as his improvement over these last 8 weeks?
He's just learning and learning. It's a tough league to adjust to, but I feel like he's just getting better and better. Keep making big plays week in and week out. I feel like he's getting a lot more confidence every week.
Jordan, was that the game plan? To get into a rhythm. I mean, like you said, you stuck with it. And people always talk about running back, getting into it. How much does that help you?
It definitely helped me a lot. We were able to wear the defense down. You can tell at the end of the game they didn't really want to tackle and stuff like that, so it definitely makes the job easier.
You talked before about you. Obviously, you and Miles kind of complement each other. Like you're the power, he's the speed. Like, how well do you think that was kind of working today?
I feel like it was working pretty well. I try to wear the defense down, and when he gets in the game, he has the game-breaking speed, so he can take it all the way, and it worked out for us today.
You had that 14-play drive down at the end. It took up 8.5 minutes. These guys only threw 3 passes on the 14 plays. What's it like to kind of be able to dictate, to the other team in that kind of situation?
It's great because we knew we had them at that point. They couldn't get us off the field, and we just kept converting and stuff like that. But we just kept driving and had great momentum, so we knew everything was working.
I'm just happy we stuck together, through all the adversity this week. We made it about us for real, and, it was like, okay, the worst thing came out about this team, so what we gonna do? And so we went out and we stayed together and we played together, and, we ended up getting a W. And credit to them guys, but they came out and they played hard, because we got a lot of respect, for guys. We got a lot of respect for everybody every week, especially these guys, because, McDermott was my first coordinator. I know how he was when he was here. So, I know he was going to have them boys ready for it.
In a weird way, did all that kind of stuff galvanize you guys a little bit?
If we use it the right way, which we did, nobody really, what was out there was out there. It's like, what we going to do about it now? All that stuff was all talk, We got to go out there, we got to show up on Sunday. And so we went out there, and that's what we did. We went out there and showed up.
In that sense, what did sack rushing inside? All 5 of your sacks this year, but 39, I think all 5 on inside rushes too.
Yeah, I was outside on that one. I just rallied back. Okay. I was outside at the end, and I rallied back when he tried to run to the big gap. But man, it did spark me though when I first got back inside when Malik went down. I did get my sack. So being inside ain't that bad. Yeah. It's just when they trying to clean the pocket sometimes when you got 2 guys on you, one coming from the side. Man, you got to be a big boy up in there.
Halfway through and you're almost halfway to double digits.
Hey, man, got to keep on going, one game at a time, trying to get these wins. And of course, we want those sacks too.
Teams offensively have come with really strong ground game, ground performances. Is that the formula for this team, or is that just the weak, the conditions here, Packers defense the other time?
I don't know that I don't want to get into formulas and stuff like that. I don't think that we're a strictly run offense that's going to go through the ground, and we're not a strictly pass offense. I think once you get pigeonholed into one of those, it becomes pretty easy for a defense to defend you. I think that whatever the defense has given us on that day, we have weapons to take advantage of it. Now, today, what you saw, obviously we ran the ball really well, but you just saw execution. We executed the ground game, we executed our blocks, we did our jobs, and guys made plays. So, I think that obviously that was a much different, than the start of last game where we start with 2 turnovers immediately and put our defense in a bad situation. So, I think that this whole game's about execution. We have pieces to do it across the board. But obviously, as an offensive lineman, we love being able to run the ball.
Yeah, I felt it interiorly. The interior line's very good. Linebackers are rangy. 40 yards, probably the biggest linebacker I may have ever played against. Other than that, though, I felt we did a good job of staying consistent with the run. Obviously, it was less than ideal conditions passing, so we knew what kind of game it was going to be. We knew what kind of day it was going to be, and it all worked out for us.
How'd you feel during that weekend play drive?
Felt good, man.
What made it work so well?
Just teeing off, just constantly, keep running the same play, and eventually the guy's going to beat you or tap out or something. We're just relentless with it.
What was the play?
Inside zone to the left.
Just inside zone to the left.
Inside zone.
And they couldn't stop.
Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. But that's kind of our bread and butter. Did a good job with it.
I mean, you guys have had like a lot of, obviously turmoil and stuff this week and everything. Like, how were you guys able to like block all that out and play the way you did today?
Go to the house, put on some Netflix, huh? No. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on, but obviously, all we can control is going to work, going to these meetings, going to practice, getting on this plane, flying here, going playing. That's all we do.
Did Doug use it at all? Like, look at what they're saying about you. They think you're a team that's messed up, that's in turmoil.
Not really. I mean, it came such kind of late in the week. Literally like a day before we came out here. What was what it was.
Lane, would you like to see the team? Would you like to see Howie make some moves here at the deadline to try to bolster this team a little bit more?
Just fine today. I think it just goes down to us playing well. It seems like we only do that when our backs against the wall. So, obviously moving forward, there might be some changes, and this league works. So who knows what's going to happen? But as far as us, a big week against the Bears. We have work cut out, and we'll try to be top.
So what's up with your shoulder?
Pretty fine. X-rays are cool. I don't know nothing else yet, but I think fine.
How important was it to come out and put out the outside noise to rest? All the outside noise that had been going on. How important was that to put it to rest?
You gotta do that each week, even if we were 7-0. You gotta know all that noise, and you gotta make sure this group in this locker room is together. So that's what we did. Just keep working every day.
Did you know when that touchdown that was going to be the play coming out of the locker room? It's your second play.
No. I mean, we just call plays and then we just run them and try to execute them. That's all. But we've been practicing on that two-back system quite a while. So.
What's it mean to you personally to get that kind of breakthrough run that you've been kind of waiting for?
Obviously, it means a lot, man. Rookie season, first rushing touchdown, long one, took it to the house. But like I said, you gotta give credit to the O-line, and you gotta get our key blocks to join. And that play doesn't happen unless they do their thing.
Miles, I know you said your X-rays were fine, but was there any thought that you were going to go back out there?
Yeah, absolutely. But they decided to keep me out, so we'll trust that. So we're gonna see what happens.
Can you describe the 2-point conversion play?
Oh yeah, record conversion, speed break, goes to the line fast, and run the play before they get ready.
That takeaway at the end of the first half really seemed to turn things around. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I think as a defense standpoint, we had to step up from last week. We brought a lot of energy, and I think that was a good turning point for us.
What was the key today to stopping their run game? Because they do a lot with Josh and all their backs.
Execution, everybody being lined up and doing their job. I think this week was, we got an eye opener last week in the run game, and that was kind of the difference in this week's game was, being able to stop the run.
How big is this win, Nate?
Huge win for us. Get right back on track, so we got to keep stacking them up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Why do you think you guys were so successful in that?
Well, I think everybody just, did their role. I think our D-line did a great job stopping the run, especially early. And then when we did get opportunities to pass, the rush passed really well. We played a lot of man-to-man, and corners on the outside held up, nickel, everybody else held up in coverage. I thought we adjusted well, battled well. And then our offense, did a great job too, sustaining some drives, keeping us off the field, keeping us fresh. So I think it was just a complete team win.
Did all the stuff of the last few weeks have any impact? Did it bring you guys together? Did it have any factor at all?
I think the guys in this room, we respond to adversity. I think it brings us together. I think more so where we are as a team right now, we needed this game. And at this point in the season, we felt like we had to make a decision. Came together this week and just really worked. And came out here with great energy, physicality, and executed well. And so now it's just go back to the lab, do the same thing, have the same energy at work, everybody detailing their role, and go out there against another good team at home.
All that stuff Mike alluded to. Did you guys try to block it out, or did you try to use it as
nothing outside of this locker room matters. At the end of the day, what we do on the field, how we prepare to go play on the field, that's all that wins this game. That's all that, you win or lose based on that. Things that people say or all the things that are outside of our building, outside of this locker room, have no impact.
On Friday, you said that you
weren't interested to see how this team was going to respond. You knew it was going to respond. How did you know?
I know the guys in this room. I mean, I know the guys that sit in. I know the coaches that stand in front of the room. I know the captains that stand in front of the team. And I know every individual that's out here and what they're made of. And so there's no doubt in my mind that when things get our backs get against the wall, we fight.
It seemed like the leaders of this defense really had a big game and stepped up. Is it just one of those moments where the leaders needed to do that and kind of lead the whole team?
I think so. I mean, we talked about it all week. Everybody has a role. Some guys are bigger than others, but everybody has to do their role. So, your best players need to be your best players. Everybody else needs to be able to do their job and execute just as well. And I thought today was a great example of that.
Yeah, I feel like whenever they need me, I feel like I'll get open for them.
That was kind of into the wind, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I
had trouble following it.
Yeah, I was kind of hung up there. I was glad it got there when it did. Bummed I couldn't get in the end zone. Been tackled at the 1, been tackled at the 3, caught a 2-point conversion. So it's been that kind of start to the year so far for me personally, but who cares about that?
Well, I mean, do you get frustrated ever?
Nah, I mean, we won the game, so it is what it is. They need me, the balls will come. It's not great, we'll win the game. If that's what it takes to win, I'm down with that. Obviously, it's great when you have a bunch of catches and win the game, but I'd rather win the game and have 2 catches than lose the game and have 15. So just trying to find a way to win. We needed that one, especially coming off tough 2 games on the road, whatever it takes.
Apparently there was a players-only meeting this week. Did you discuss the genesis of it and what went down?
Yeah, just no more excuses, essentially. No more letting things slide. Hold each other accountable. Whatever your role is, embrace it.
By that, who kind of has the controls of the last minutes of the first half, beginning of the second?
I wouldn't say games necessarily are controlled. Then it's just like you can really get a jump on an opponent. Say you get the ball back, you're going to score a half, and then you get the ball back right after half, and say score again, that's a 14-point swing. So, I mean, if you can go down and score both times, I mean, that's huge.
Brandon, did the weather in an odd way help you guys at all? Like make you more, not that you can't be, I don't want to say like more focused, but you're going to do things exactly right when the wind is gusting at 35 miles an hour and conditions aren't exactly perfect. Does it help you guys in any regard in that way? Like get down to basics, anything like that?
No, I mean, we're going to do whatever, I guess whatever we can do to win the game. If that had been, throwing the ball, obviously it wasn't ideal. An ideal situation, but if that had been the case, we just had to do what we had to do.